Maybe put it in front of the door.
Mm,
There's a lot of other bodies we can put in front of the
we
door.
want to double barricade the door. If they can't come out, we can't go in.
Because I know it was big enough that I had to like jump off a wall to get on top of, and also that it was big enough to boot me back. So
Right, I was just like, let the bodies block the door. Let the bodies block the door. Let the bodies block the door.
We return to the adventuring party.
Okay.
Sneak around. Sneak.
Okay, they're coming.
Run away. Run away.
That's the first time I've just like had fun with a match in a long time.
Elliot, are you ready to give us your recap, good sir?
Yes, of course I am. DJ, play the dramatic music in the background, would you? Thanks, man. All right, Prince of the Apocalypse episode 16. We did a lot of fucking fighting. Anyway, we didn't have to travel far within those tunnels before trouble found us. We found ourselves ambushed by 3 stone gargoyles while crossing a stone bridge suspended over a deep pit of spikes. Dr. Croaker rushed into the corridor at the end of the bridge, encouraging the rest of the party to follow. Phil cast haste upon Guy, allowing her to see the world at a much slower pace, which suited her speedy fists and kicks just fine. Lokk summoned and mounted her construct while it shot forceful energy into the gargoyles pursuing us. A blur of colour in the form of Guy zoomed past her into the corridor. Unfortunately for us, the area beyond the corridor opened into a large room where several hobgoblin guards noticed us, raising the alarm, sending arrows our way. Beyond the hobgoblins appeared a large menacing boulet, also known as a land shark. It was being steered in our direction by its armoured mounted rider. Our fellow Blur launched towards a pair of hobgoblins, flailing her fists and legs into them. The boulet rushed in, crushing the pair of hobgoblins in the ground and throwing Guy backwards. Dr. Croaker was skidding along the walls, firing several arrows at the hobgoblins since the arrows weren't being very effective against the gargoyles. Phil was getting a little confused on where to run since we had changed direction twice already after the hobgoblins and boulet appeared. He sent a fireball hurling into the hobgoblin guards, decimating all of them, but unfortunately leaving the boulet and its rider virtually unscathed. Sadly, our friendly Blur slowed after that fireball, leaving Guy a little wobbly but still functional. Lokk took the opportunity to cast heat metal on the rider, effectively cooking him in his suit. Guy collected herself and parkoured her way up the wall onto the boulet, spearing the rider, then following it up with a flurry of blows before sticking the landing back on the ground. The boulet charged forward again, knocking Guy to the ground. Lokk was holding the gargoyles at bay behind us while the rest of us focused our efforts on the boulet. More cultists spilled in from the side rooms. Archers could be heard drawing arrows along the arrow slots within the walls. Dr. Croaker smashed a health potion, releasing a healing cloud over Phil and Guy before skittering back up the wall and out of fight. An ode to toad, if you will. Several cultists rushed us while Guy was battling the boulet. Lokk finished cooking the boulet rider, who slumped to the ground in a smoking heap. The now riderless boulet rushed forward wildly, crushing 3 cultists and sending a black guardsman sprawling into a wall. Lokk blasted away the 2 remaining gargoyles with her construct while arrows fired out from the walls flanking both her and Phil, who cast hold person on the black guard. Dr. Croaker's superhero landed in the center of the party, detonating another cloud of healing for a dramatic effect. Guy sent in a well-aimed spear into the boulet, finally dropping it dead. To our dismay, yet another boulet with rider came charging into the fight. Lokk sent a blast of force damage into the guardsman, smashing him into the wall. Dr. Croaker ran along the ceiling, suddenly inflating to an abnormal size before sending a strong gust of wind into the rider. But the rider was well trained and managed to hold his seat. The rider and boulet charged forward again, smashing into Guy. Lokk sprayed the boulet rider in acid with her banana gun. We all focused our efforts on the remaining boulet and rider. The rider managed to crit hit Guy, who dropped her unconscious and dealing 2 fatal death saves. Dr. Croaker frantically rushed in, administering his very last health potion, bringing her back from the brink of death. Lokk eventually closed in on the rider, driving a manticore's tail spike up into his ribs and sending him to the ground in agony, which in turn sent a fatal pain into his boulet, dropping it dead and finally ending this long and exhausting fight. We needed a rest.
Okay, so the recap has been concluded, and we are picking up. Oh, sorry.
Putting on your
Oh, I guess
glasses.
Just the
Nani?
So yes, glasses push up. Feel free to post that image to make sense of this on the screen, Ken. So where we left off, we have Dynath, bloodied and in immense pain. As we rolled for intent, there was a natural 20 in there, which allowed you to drive the spike of the manticore that you had once collected into his side through his armor, and it's embedded in part of his chest and pushing on some vital organs. And he is sitting up, slumped to the ground against the wall. All the enemies that have come to battle you have been taken out, and they're dead. And yeah,
And I hate to say this, but
Please do.
there's one still alive.
The archer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, if you can squeeze through that wall, go for it.
I tried. I missed.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
literally.
the arrow slot is 6 inches wide and 4 feet tall, and roughly a foot deep. So you have no physical means of squeezing through.
Unless, hey Phil, do you have something to make me shrink?
Gaseous form.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're pretty much all tapped out at this point.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
They all have to wait somewhere, won't they?
Wait, frogs don't have bones, do they? Wait, yes, they do. It's like you could squeeze in.
It's bendy boy bones.
I don't think it's part of his physical ability to be
Grungs
able
are probably a bit different. Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a thick skull. We'll put it that way.
grungs are made with sturdier stuff.
More fun, isn't it? All right. I'll walk over, panting. Everyone okay? Welcome in. I'm gonna sit down a bit. Like, wow, that was ridiculous.
I believe old mate Dynath is available for questioning.
Is he available?
For a limited time.
I'm only. Well, he coughs up blood.
Yeah, he's coughing and he's, fuck you, you bitch.
Who
And
wants to question him?
Why did you attack us? We were running from the gargoyles.
I look down and see the rubble. Like, I don't think they're a problem anymore.
Well, not now, but they didn't help.
sorry, Phil, I missed what you were saying. You sort of half cut out. You said you're running from the gargoyles, but did you say anything else? At
Oh,
that
he was
point?
asking them, and a little bit of echo, I think, from your side. But he was asking him, why did they attack the group? Because they were just trying to get away from the gargoyles.
He eyes up at you, not moving his head much, and says, "You fucking come into our area and you expect not to be fucking attacked, you fucking peasant."
Well, maybe you could be like, hey, glad to see you guys. What are you doing down here? You know, maybe we're here to help. You never asked.
Yeah, you should have big boy words.
I'm loving this tired and cynical Dr. Croaker.
Did he get shot with an arrow at some point? I don't think he was. Oh no, he was. Yeah, he was definitely shot with an arrow once. So it's just like.
Yeah, I don't understand how only one of you is missing hit points at the moment.
Actor Croaker. That's how.
You're welcome.
Takes
Yeah,
two of
sure.
the takes the job.
Here's a PhD saving your ass.
I think I'll walk up to the guy and just be like, "There's nothing wrong with the simple life of a peasant. However, what you're doing, kidnapping people, what are you doing with them down here?"
He hocks up a big one and spits right in your direction. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Does he forget he has a faceplate on and goes squeezes out the eye hole like
In this instance, he's not wearing a helmet. The helmet's come off.
18.
Yeah, it falls short. You miss it. Doesn't make contact with you whatsoever.
I look at the spill and go, well, that doesn't look good, does it? Looks like it's perforated some year along, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's a bit of blood mixed in with the mucus and saliva.
So you say that spike went in through the armpit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, through the side of his rib cage area. Yeah, armpit region. It's pressing on organs in his body.
It's plenty of lung in that direction.
Should have made a medicine roll for that, but oh.
I can tell you where it went. I'll roll. I'll spin a roll. Okay, my dice. Yeah, boy, time.
Lokk looks at him and just says, "What are you doing down here?"
I should ask you the same fucking thing.
Well, you could have if you didn't attack us as soon as we walked in.
This isn't exactly fucking casino now, is it? Dumbass.
You're not answering any of my questions.
Yeah, fucking
If there's
walk
gambling,
into-
there has to be.
walk into our fucking house and you don't fucking expect a bad reception when you're not fucking invited. Dumbass.
Well, where's the door?
We were invited, though. We got brought
We
down
could have
underground
down
here.
here, and you could have attacked us anyway. How would you have known that we were invited or not?
You don't even know the fucking sign.
Is it this one?
I don't think you know the sign.
I've got the song in my head now.
He looks at you, the half-cocked, smart-ass grin, like, yeah, right.
Prove it.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
Sorry, Lee, can you bring me back in the game?
Deception. Ooh, 16.
Thank you.
16. Oh.
Versus the
That was close, but you just missed the DC.
What are you trying to make him do?
Nothing.
Show us the sign.
You're fucking joking, love. You think I'm that much of a fucking twat? Oh, fuck off already.
Yes.
Hey, you got a message you want to pass on to like your wife or family or anything like that?
You're gonna die.
Yes, it's the innocent. Oh, you're gonna die.
Just in case.
Take it to the microphone now.
When I fucking die, I'll return to the Earth. The only place I want to be. No, go fuck yourself.
Ah, so you're one of the Earth cultists.
Well, la-dee-da, aren't you a fucking smart one?
And why are you trapped down here while the others are up there?
Who says I'm fucking trapped?
So you're working down here?
Whatever you want to call it, sure.
What do you do other than die?
Wouldn't you like to fucking know?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think he thought that through.
Oh man.
Fucking Ogrémoch will power of his presence decimate all. Marlos, it runs through his fucking body. It's gonna crush you all.
Is this your measly god?
He gives you the dirtiest look.
Wait, no, I think it's a city.
Could be his grandmother.
Everybody give me a history check, please.
Good luck, guys.
15.
History is a 11.
As a monk, I'm more concerned with the present.
You have the memory of a goldfish, apparently.
Yeah, Phil, there's no way Phil would possibly know.
Lokk, this name sounds familiar to you. It's you've heard mysterious fairy tale stories, and that you recognize it as this is the mountain that walked.
The mountain that walked?
The mountain that walked. You've heard stories that remind you of some 50-foot tall colossal rock with crystal growths embedded in its body. And when he bothers to speak, his voice sounds like the grinding of stones. So you recognize this as the Prince of Evil Earth.
Not princess, prince. This is a different bad guy.
Trying to think. I have that sort of
Hail Satan.
light bulb moment of remembering who this person's talking about and share it with the group. And I want to kind of gauge the guy's reaction to me
I'll go, there you go.
knowing... Dynath's reaction to me knowing about his,
Rock God.
Dwayne the Rock God.
Yes.
There's an evil grimace that comes over his face as he realizes you recognize what he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perhaps you maybe know phrases about it or something that might get him on our side a little bit.
What do you mean? Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe there's like phrases or like
Like a secret
reverent word
handshake.
that's referred to it.
Well,
Secret
so out of character, out of context, he has said that you guys don't know the sign.
handshake. Yeah. Okay.
Is it rock, paper, scissors?
Plus, we basically killed him.
We were defending ourselves.
As long as the manticore spike is in there, the blood is blocked. You're welcome.
Well, he
It's called internal bleeding.
That's where the blood's
It's
supposed
not
to
going
be.
out. Doesn't mean it's not going somewhere.
thank you for that clarification, Doctor.
You're welcome. Doctor.
Lokk, after filling the party in, looks at Dynath and says, so when is this, and sort of very dismissively, says, is this rock man coming, supposedly?
Don't even worry about that. Marlos fuck you up before that even becomes a thing. Your time won't long. That's fucking sure.
Marvelous.
Well, if what we've heard on our travels is accurate, looks like the fire cult, air cult, and water cult are on the same warpath as you, so we might not even have to face any of your so-called gods, because you might all take each other out.
Give me a persuasion roll, please.
Ooh, that's 18.
Neat.
Okay. He lets the following information slip. We're not on a fucking warpath with each other. We're all aligned. It's never been this way for millennia. And gods are religion. So fuck. Everything will return to its natural order, and those who don't follow in his wake will be crushed beneath him. So
all the faults are aligned.
So yes, you guys are learning that there is also with that history check based on what you know, the factions typically war with each other, but based on this information, they seem all to be aligned.
I was wondering about that. Not that I would know. I'm just saying that.
Is it like allied or something else?
There's a truce.
Okay.
Lokk sort of kneels down in front of this guy's face so that she's at, well, not kneels because she's tiny, but crouches so that she's at eye level. And just sort of looks at him almost, God, what's the word? Like
Glaring?
she feels a bit of pity.
Yeah.
And just says, so you honestly think that you're all going to share the power at the end? You honestly think that you're not going to fight each other, you know, to see who rules the pile of rubble that you leave behind?
You don't get it, love. Rubble is what these cities and these townships need to be. They're not natural. They're not from the earth. They all need to.
All towns are from the earth. Have you seen what they're made of? They're from the stone, and they're from the trees. They're just earth that's been moved.
Yeah, exactly. Unnaturally.
So
Home constructed out of stone, out of wood, out of straw. It's not a cave naturally creviced in a mountain. It's not a humble place. Like, I'm wasting my fucking time.
And yet you house
you don't
yourself
have
inside of a
much of it.
monastery made of stone.
We didn't build this place. It was already fucking here, dumbass.
And
Whoa.
yet you take it upon yourselves to hide in here. So it wasn't built naturally, but it's good enough to house your little cult.
Who says we need to hide?
You're a hypocrite. Go live in a cave somewhere, naturally, carved from mountains as you so lovingly described.
Well, love, when it starts to make sense why we're fucking here, you'll understand we're here for a fucking reason, right?
And what's that reason?
Give me a persuasion roll. This one's high.
Eight.
80. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, this is the fucking reason. And he flips you the bird.
Oh,
At
shit,
least
he
we know
turned around
that
on us.
they're here. At least we know they're here for, in this spot for a reason, though.
Who says this is the way it has to be?
Is that a question?
And
I'm
not your in game. And it's not your god, but who says this is the way it has to be?
The Mandalorians. All right.
This is
Yeah.
the way.
Yep.
Sorry, can you repeat that question? I'm not grasping it fully. In the format.
I'll ask it a different way, maybe. Who taught you to
Brutally.
think this way? Do you have a prophet or? Because I doubt that your god speaks directly to you, as high to the surface as you are. Assuming that, in Guy's mind, they want to be further into the earth, cultists, right? And he's very close to the surface, so maybe he's not very high ranking.
So just a reminder. Need to.
This
Yeah.
is maybe in relation to the Marlows who are in Rails.
You descended stairs to get here from
Yeah.
the Sacred Stone Monastery. I forget the number, but it's something like 150 or 250 feet down.
Yeah, but we also passed over a seemingly bottomless pit. So I'm going to take that knowledge and assume there's further ways to go down.
You just couldn't see the bottom. You don't know how deep it is.
Hmm.
But I mean,
that's okay. Guy isn't very... she's wise, though. She's not very intelligent. Or average intelligent, so... I'm gonna assume that, given this guy's position, and that we haven't really had to fight through a great many obstacles to get to him, he's not gonna be someone of importance like Carbo or whoever the woman's name was. Remember?
Helen Ray.
Yeah. I feel like they were much more important than this guy is.
I recall you mentioning a Marlos. Is this the Marlos Unreal,
Wireless.
perhaps?
You recognize the name as Marlos Ernrail, and you picked up some
Yep.
books that have some insight into who he is.
What was the name of the mountain? Colossal.
Ogrémoch.
Orgrimmar.
Ogrémoch. So
Oh,
I'll,
right. GRIAA.
I'm going to post you.
Sorry.
No. It's sort of very helpful to have this.
It's your chance,
information.
quickly. Put the thing in.
Going to post that, and then how it's pronounced.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Ogre.
yeah, Ogrémoch. Sorry, was there further questions you guys had that I skipped over or might not have responded to?
I was just asking if there was like some sort of prophet, or was that the guy we found the notes on?
You put two and two together that it's Marlos Ernrail that is the prophet.
Profit for bread.
So, where is this Marlos?
He sort of looks into the main room and give me a persuasion check. Not that high, but give me a persuasion.
5.
And I will say that. Sorry.
God damn it. Sorry, you go.
Phil, go for it.
I was just going to say, at this point, while they're doing the conversation, he's kind of turned his attention to the room, and he's using his dancing lights to go around to see what's there. The reason I bring this up now is because that might help with Lokk's roll. Lokk, yeah.
So I'm just going to read the description of this big chamber that you're on the cusp of entering. So the ceilings here, 30 foot high, so they're a lot taller than the previous entranceway. This was once a magnificent hall with a soaring ceiling, marble floors, and intricate carvings of prosperous farmlands decorating the wall. It has since fallen to ruin. Deep cracks mar the walls, sections of the masonry have collapsed, and the huge stone doors at the north end of the hall are broken. Passages lead west and south, and there's a stone door at the east. There's a stone door to the east. Small cooking fire and several bedrolls are in the southeast corner of the room. What you glean from that, hard to say. But the Dynath is going to turn to Lokk and just smile. There's blood in his teeth. He looks in terrible shape. And he's just going, ha! And that's the only response.
Okay.
I look
So
to
it's put him out of his misery. Hey,
I look to Lokk and go, "You want her to spike back?"
Yes.
I walk over and withdraw it.
Give me a medicine check, please. Looking for a DC 15.
How about a 28?
This spike slides out, and you hear him just as sort of blood goes to his throat and pours out the side of his armor. And he struggles to hold his head up as he sort of just slumps into himself and further down the
First blood.
Fatality.
Yeah. I give him like a little flick and go, "Here you go." Give it back to
I
Lokk.
just wipe the spike on my leg and put it away.
Cool. Now let's loot the place. Woo! Looting time. Really.
Lokk would like to walk over to where Dynath looked before I failed to persuade him.
You know what? I'm gonna roll for intent.
Uh-oh.
Now, do me a favor. What does rolling for intent mean? I know you did it last time. I wasn't
Okay,
sure.
so a roll for intent is 2d20s, and the number that is furthest away from 10 is the successful one.
Oh, I
so-
didn't realize that's what you called it. Okay, I got it
Yeah.
now. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Okay, so a roll for intent, positive number higher than 10. If it's good, will give you a direction. I rolled a 10 and a 12, so the 12 is in your favor.
Haha!
Huh.
So, I mean, it was kind of hard to ponder, but you believe from where he was sort of looking this way.
Okay. I will, my construct is well and truly finished now.
Yeah, that's right. It was like only an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all tuck it out like the rest of us. I looked at the group and go, I'm very low in gear. I need to find some shit.
Well, there's
Sure.
plenty around.
Not that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, but sure. I
can-
start checking some of the bodies to see if they have any gear on them.
If anybody is looking to loot bodies, can I get an investigation check from those people?
Yeah, I will also assist in looting.
Investigation?
Yes, please.
Oh,
19.
22.
16.
16.
Okay.
Good rolls across the
I
board.
can modify these numbers a little bit because that was really amazing.
No, you.
I have +6 for investigation.
It's like I'm
Oh.
just gonna pop the brakes on how good that was.
Okay, I have increased this horde of gear a little bit because that was really good. So you find between all the bodies 94 gold pieces,
Mm-hmm.
170 silver pieces, and a pouch of 4 common medicinal herbs.
Oh, okay. Yoink. I thought
Sleight of
that I
hand?
would give it a like. It's not that kind, but it's the good kind.
It's up to the
Are we resting
Alright, give
here?
it-
Yeah,
Are we moving
I'll
on?
give it to the portable bank. Here you go. Clomp all the money.
And everybody,
Yeah. Who?
The money goes to Guy, the hoarder of the coins.
Shit. So
After-
what? It was
after carrying
94
boys.
gold, right?
Yeah, 94 and 170 silver.
100
After
silver.
all, she has like really stretched pockets from like last time. She's carrying like 300 gold. So, it's very loose.
well, coinage in this realm is magical and doesn't weigh a
Yay!
And everybody give me a perception check, please.
Oh, that's right.
Perception.
I saw shit all.
19.
That's
14.
6.
Boy, I'm in tune with
Wait,
Guy.
Phil,
14.
get your own rolls. Get your own rolls. These are bad.
I was busy looking at the herbs to notice anything. I was like checking them.
Okay, so Guy and Phil, you hear some noise, some very faint, and Lokk, you hear undiscernible chatter coming from behind this.
Is that a stone?
Oh, that's a door.
There's a door.
Uh-huh.
Is that like a stone door or like an iron door?
For reference, in this high area, let me just look. Doors consist of stone slabs on central pivots. Opening a door creates 2 gaps about 3 feet wide. Most have, if they're not locked, have like a hasp and pin closure that you would have to strength check open. Double doors have iron hinges that swing in one direction or the other, like normal doors.
It's the doors.
So I can hear chatter behind the door. Am I able to have a rough idea of whether it's a small group or a large group?
You hear 1 or 2 voices. You can't make out what they're saying because it's in Dwarvish. I know Dr. Croaker speaks Dwarvish, but he didn't hear it.
Okay.
There's another one over here.
Okay. I know that Dr. Croaker... I wouldn't know it's Dwarvish, never mind.
Give me an insight check, DC 10, to know it's...
Eyelash, gold, better gold.
That's a 14.
Yeah, it sounds like Dwarvish is a relatively common language, like someone, you can tell if someone's speaking German or Spanish or something like that. Like you can tell it's Dwarvish.
It's recognizable.
The idea was, I know Dr. Croaker understands Dwarvish because of the cells.
Interaction. Yeah.
Where we had to get the numbers in the order and everything. So, hearing them speak and knowing that it's most likely Dwarvish, am I able to repeat what I heard in a rough... Okay.
Performance check?
I would be... You can attempt on a performance check, but the DC is... Well, no. There are characters with the ability to repeat what they've heard.
Never cry.
But to you, it's gibberish. And it's softly spoken, it's behind a door.
Okay.
Yeah, you can only just faintly recognize that as Dwarvish. That's...
Okay.
All you recognize is hurdy-gurdy meatball.
In which case, I would say hurdy-gurdy meatball.
Look
And say, what does it mean, Dr. Croaker? What does it mean?
Shaking me out. Ah! Are you hungry? I
tell
point to
Dr. Croaker.
I'll be like shaking, like I point to the pile of meats, which is the bootleg. Like, man, just eat that.
Big meatball, leave me alone. I sort of signal to Dr. Croaker that I can hear something in hopes that he will try to hear it too.
I pause and look at you.
And I, Lokk sort of cups her hand around her ear and leans in the direction of the door, and then puts her finger over her lips. Yes, very much like that. To say, to signal that we need to be quiet.
Alright, and I would remain being quiet.
What's the party doing?
Can I see which direction those doors would swing?
It's so based on the description, it's essentially a stone door on a single pivot in the middle, and either side opens up, like it rotates either way. It's like a slab of stone that pivots in the middle.
Oh.
It becomes a 3-foot gap on either side.
Okay.
I
It's-
can just see
it's
us
not
doing
a-
Scooby-Doo. Like they run through one side, we run through the other.
Do a Benny Hill.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Lee, can I see if I can collect my crossbow bolts that I've fired, or at least find any?
How many have you fired?
I've fired at least 5.
There has to be a roll for this.
It's usually like a foraging thing, and then you just determine the DC or something. Or
Okay,
investigate.
so it's going to be an investigation check. Anything above, so for a 12 you get 1, 13 you get 2, 3, 15. So you roll that and you can determine it on your end.
Found sorry, what was the lowest?
DC 12.
Then none. They're all bent.
Yeah, they're broken, they're inoperable, you can't use them again.
Shit.
uh, Dr. Croaker, can you hear anything dwarvish?
What is your grung ears
Listen.
here?
Yes.
Considering I can see like the group moving over around, I start heading over to hear and see what's going on.
I would like to go stealth, or like approach this in a stealthy.
No worries, you feel very stealthy when it comes up. No, we'll get you to roll stealthily.
Yep.
Are you using any? Are you using any of the scenery around you to be more or less stealthy, or are you just standing in the open, hoping that nobody sees you?
So they're going. So where I'm standing.
Yep.
Now, probably just on the side of the door, and then. Actually, I might approach the party as well. Just say, should we see what's beyond that door? Like,
What's
try and
behind
open it
door
just a
number
crack.
1?
I hope we don't end up in another fight. We don't have enough gear for this at the moment. We're looking at us, we're pretty exhausted at the moment, aren't we?
I think there's dwarves.
There's the one that ran off too.
Ah, yeah, true. I keep forgetting about him.
Well, and hearing the mention of dwarves, I'll perception check to hear if I can hear them.
Are you going up to the door? Are you trying from across the room? What are you doing?
If Guy's over there, I'll approach him as well, around there. So I'll get close. To
Are you getting up to the door or not?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll sneak up to the door.
Cool.
As soon as he does, it opens and smacks me in the face.
Give me a perception check, please.
At least it wasn't a dexterity check.
Well, that's a perfect cock, so hell, let's do that again. That's even better. I like that one. Actually, it was close to the exact same rolls before, but rolled on the good side. It is a perception of 22.
Holy cow.
Not enough.
Okay, so you hear the ever so faint shuffling of furniture, like kind of like a chair sliding across the floor, but it's not a chair. It definitely doesn't sound that way. You hear one set of footsteps, and you hear in Dwarvish the word that says "hole." That's all you hear.
Mhm.
You can't get an idea of numbers.
I
But
looked
from
at
what, from what you can tell, what you can glean from that perception check is that somebody's waiting on the other side of the door.
I looked at Guy and go, I think it's an ambush.
It's a trap.
Let's see. I finish up with they're waiting for us.
Okay. Think I have a plan.
He busts the door open, throws the frog in, and closes the door. Have fun in there. Sneak away.
We can weaken a burning one of their bodies and say, "Hey, let us in."
I was kind of thinking that, but I was gonna like
Operation Skin Suit.
grab.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I was gonna grab one of them and use their bodies as like basically a meat shield in case they fire
Okay,
anything at us.
so we're not doing Operation Silence.
I was thinking more like Toy Story with like Buzz's arm. Like, hey there. Oh boy.
It's up to the party. What are you guys doing?
I think if we're gonna have any chance of getting a rest, we have to like
Find different
check
spots.
the areas around us. But we could check it out. We could go back.
Won't these guys come after
then-
us? Should we take care of them first?
They might come after us, or they might go somewhere else and tell other people.
But if this is the only way out of that room, if we guard it, at least I won't be able to tell anybody else.
Yeah, but we don't know if it is the only way out.
And it's better than nothing, really. I'd rather stop them from alerting more if we can.
Are we going to face them?
Maybe we can
or-
try to talk. Maybe we can try to talk to them.
Oh, we're trying to diplomacy now, huh?
Haven't we been trying to talk to them? And they're every time.
Well, to be fair, they fired first. They didn't even ask.
Fair.
Well, we just killed their burrow sharks and their boulets. I think that's what you call them.
Boule, boule. Boule, boule.
Yeah,
Maybe they're just afraid now. Maybe they don't really have much interest in what's going on here. We don't know these things. Unless we ask the question.
I do find it curious though, because there was no dwarves in this fight. But there are dwarves, or at least they speak dwarvish beyond the walls. Beyond the door. So it's possible there might be the Durgar.
Question.
Well, if they are,
To the DM when you have a moment.
Yeah, go for it, Flash.
Spell scrolls. Do you have to be able to cast the level that the spell is at to use the scroll?
No. Last I checked, you didn't.
This is a question of much debate, and it says in the rules that unless you are able to cast that spell, you can't cast roll. I haven't got an actual decision on that yet. What's the scroll? What do you want to?
So I picked up a scroll of Transmute Rock,
Right.
and it is a 5th level spell. And I currently do not have the ability to cast a 5th level spell.
Phil, what level spell can you cast?
4th. And even with all of my sorcery points added, it still only maxes out to 4.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say you have to be able to cast the level of spell.
Do you want me to read what it says on the spell scrolls in general? That
Sure.
they have in here. A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and it crumbles to dust. If the casting is interrupted, the scroll is not lost. If the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you can cast it successfully. The DC equals 12. On a failed check, the spell disappears. This scroll contains... that's the rest of mine. And copying is other stuff.
Interesting. So spellcasting DC check to see if you can cast a spell if it's higher.
Yeah. So it's a DC 12 if it's higher.
Yeah, and that was the thing I was mentioning about it has to be on your castable list. But I mean, you guys aren't necessarily finding many scrolls, and you are a small party. So I am contemplating overruling that any one of you can use a scroll to cast.
I would say that Guy would not be able to understand whatever language is
Now,
written in,
here's
which I think is the main point.
Here's a suggestion: if a spell scroll is on your class list, and you're can cast that level spell, you can cast it without any ability check. If it's not on your spell list, so each time it's you don't meet a criteria, the DC level increases. So if you're not a spellcaster at all, that's a high DC that you better roll well. So you could have a progressive system like that if you want. If people want to try a spell, even if it's something they're not familiar with.
That's cool.
So, Elliot, you said the DC for a high level is DC 12, and then
it depends on the level of it. So a first level, I think, is 13. I think I have a level, like a first level spell and a third level spell. Yeah. So the scroll contains a third level spell. The spell's saving throw is DC 15, and attack bonus is +7. So that's the rest, but I think it goes up.
For a level 3 is a DC 15, level 1 is a DC 13.
Yeah, so it goes up by
one per level. So that level 5 would be DC 16?
It would be a 17.
17. DC 17
Yeah.
for... I'm just wondering whether it would... It says if you fail to cast a spell, it doesn't consume the scroll.
It says if you were interrupted from casting it, it doesn't consume the spell.
If the cast is interrupted, the scroll is not lost.
Correct.
But what about if you fail to cast scroll?
Scrolls consumed
Yeah, I think so.
as a failed cast.
Just like using a spell slot.
DC 13 on failed check. The spell disappears from the scroll with no other effect. Yeah, so if you fail, the scroll disappears.
If you succeed, does the scroll disappear too?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
It's a one use. It's
Yep.
essentially the material components and all that other stuff embedded with the scroll. So, I'm not going to worry whether the spell is in your class list. You are able to cast all the spells, but the DC would be involved, which would be a DC 17.
For a level 5.
Yep. No worries, just wanted to check. Sorry for derailing.
No, this is great.
Yeah. Well, I have two scrolls, so I should know as well.
Yeah, I'll have to make that an official ruling at some point. I will post that by definition at the end.
Please.
Alright, back to the dwarves.
Back to the game. Alright. What we got? So we're gonna rest up, or are you gonna try and jump these guys now?
I think we
I would
try.
like to pull up somewhere and, I don't know, wait them out for a little bit.
I would also like to rest, but I feel like we need to try and see what they're about.
I guess I could try talking to them first if you want to try that.
Yeah,
Could just say like,
I'm.
we know you're there.
Mhm.
We don't mean any harm, I guess. I don't know. We ignore all the dead bodies in this room.
You know, we've had a doozy of a day, officer.
Yeah. We're feeling quite generous. Alright.
Is there a way to like open the door without exposing myself?
Whoa. Keep your pants on.
Yeah.
Guy in a trench coat.
As soon as I said exposing, I was like, oh, well, steer into it.
Here we go.
Give me an insight check. DC 12.
Oh, 11.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
I know, because I don't want Croaker to like yell through the like stone. You know, his voice carry throughout the cavern. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Just
a little
to
bit.
crack.
Is there
Just a little bit, so that
everybody standing where they want to be standing?
Absolutely.
Depends
I
on which
will-
way the door pivots.
I will tell them that I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it, or like push my side inwards.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Okay. I need a strength check from you, please. Athletics.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for a number to open it, and then a number to do what you want to do. Successfully.
Do you still want me to roll again?
Nope. The door doesn't bud, but you can hear. I mean, it's sort of you hear the sliding of like gravel, soft gravel, and dirt below it, but it doesn't seem like you managed to move it at all.
Mm.
And give me a perception check from you, Guy.
Barricaded.
My God.
You don't hear anything.
Nat 1 plus 7. Okay, here's my next plan.
Alright, guys, new plan. Squeeze the
I gotta
fog
figure out a
through
way
the
to make.
gap.
Figure out a way to make acrobatic so that I have a decent shot.
I'm gonna metagame and win. Let's do this.
Yeah. No, all right. I'm gonna turn to the party and be like, like, it's. I can't get it.
I'll look to guys. It's like John, I just call through the door anyway. We've made plenty of noise already. Trust me.
How big is the bullet again?
It's a large creature. It's pretty big. It's
Something
two-
we could move.
No.
Maybe put it in front of the door.
There's a lot of other bodies we can put in front of
we
the door.
want to double barricade the door.
But-
we can't come out. We can't go in.
Because I know it was big enough that I had to like jump off a wall to get on top of, and also that it was big enough to boot me back. So
Right, I'm just like, let the bodies block the door. Let the bodies block the door. Let the bodies block the door.
the bullets would be far too heavy for your party to move. Even even a team effort, I would need like a natural 20 rolled by two people individually.
All right, guys, let's go.
You have a 1 in 400 chance. Well, no, 1 in 400 chance of rolling the same number twice.
I did this.
A DM's favorite odds.
let me show you how wrong those odds are with my next natural one. Okay, so that's too heavy. Maybe we just take weapons and just, or like the corpses' weapons and jam them into the door or something.
I looked at Kai and just like, are we talking or not? What's the plan?
Croaker, give me a perception check.
Perception. Pretty good. 19.
You hear one of them say, "What are they doing?" in Dwarven, and another one says, "So you hear
The other one says what?
just
I didn't.
a noise."
Yeah. Yeah. The mic doesn't pick up a shush, so it was definitely a shush.
Yeah.
Well, Phil will walk up, look at Guy, shrug, and try to push the door.
Give me a
Huh?
strength check.
Strength check. And he'll use guidance just to see if he can't.
Just
Check.
applies the pinky, bang,
The
swings open.
whooshy pinky push.
I
16.
The door swings open,
oh god.
and you are suddenly shot at by crossbow bolt and a javelin.
Now, in my defense, I am short, so maybe they're not expecting a. Well, they're short too, so never mind. Damn it.
It depends what you see. One sec. 21 to hit,
Oh,
and
I forgot.
a
about that
19
part.
to hit.
Yeah, those hit.
Okay.
No, never mind.
You take 4 plus 6 damage. Total of 10 damage.
And he gives his thumbs up to Guy. You're welcome.
I,
And I go, oh, cool, another crossbow bolt. I'll need them.
I'll save it for you.
I think I'll quickly drag Bill out of the way.
Well, I wasn't expecting this to rush through the door.
I'm just rolling initiative. I'll tell you when to roll. Not yet.
Wait, it's automatically battle?
Well,
Croaker!
Sorry, Guy.
Since into
He's
the-
like, you're trying to open the door. It's like, how hard is that? And walks up and see? Ow.
misses the fact that it's the shit that's going on there.
Okay, can everybody roll initiative for me, please?
Here we go again. I am lost.
I doubt that.
I ate the initiative.
I
rolled a
followed the
5.
initiative. Ha! See? Sucker.
Damn.
So,
17.
Guy is 17. Dr. Croaker, what are you?
4.
Lokk, what are you?
5.
Phil, what are you?
I ate the initiative.
8. Okay.
This guy.
Guy, you're up.
Oh, hey. I can't see.
Oh, sorry, I haven't done the map. Wait.
And then you hear, ah!
Yeah. Yes. That's it.
Guy?
The penitent man pass. Only the penitent man pass.
Oh, look at that. You're right. He wasn't going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am smart.
Asimati.
Hey, look. Durgar. Or actually, well, maybe.
Why did I think there were only 2 of them?
Because you had 2 people.
You didn't get a chance to recognize numbers. Guy, it's on you.
Yep. Immediately run in. Oh
Ah!
And go, stop!
shit! There's 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I run in, go whoops, and run back out again.
I closed the door.
Yeah. Just close the door. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna use. Can use my action to be like We don't want to hurt you. We're
Rush into melee range and persuade
come in. Yeah. Just in case, and then none of them can get past me.
You use your flurry of stops. No, stop.
Okay, so you've run in. You said you come in peace. What?
Yeah.
You doing? So you trying to persuade them that you're not hostile?
Look, guys, I know how it looks.
I'm clarifying. Is that what you're doing?
I think he wants to show them we don't want to kill them. We just want to stop, I guess.
Please give me a persuasion roll at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
You can do it. Reaction. He rolls a straight roll.
Oh, that's advantage, disadvantage.
Nope, just regular.
All right.
What's that?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Phil.
Regular?
Wait.
Oh, it didn't matter.
Oh, Jesus.
It didn't matter.
No, the first roll was a D -1.
Oh. Sorry,
Yeah,
DM?
so it should be.
Phil has an ability cancel disadvantage or advantage. So is this a circumstance you made it a flat roll? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That was a great roll. But you missed the DC by 1.
Oh!
Well,
So it was
as an
16.
artificer, I also have Flash of Genius. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes... Oh, he's not in 30 feet, I don't think.
Oh,
Never mind.
good try.
Damn it!
Couldn't have said that part.
Fireball!
Can you please continue reading that for me, please?
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add +3 to the roll.
It doesn't
It's called
state
Flash
that
of
you.
Genius.
It doesn't state that you need to declare that before the outcome is determined.
No.
I hate when they don't do that. But yeah, he's outside that range.
So close.
I would assume that because it's using a reaction, it would be after the
And
roll is made.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, you are not within 30 feet, so that doesn't.
Fair.
I inspire Phil to not get shot again like that.
Okay, so only Dr. Croaker understands this. And he hears the voices say, "The fuck did he say? I don't know. Attack!"
Oh, god damn it!
That's hilarious.
So there is going.
Ah, that guy was calling us peasants, and these guys don't even speak common.
One was a 6 to hit, the other is a 21.
21 hit.
Okay, you take 6 points of piercing damage. Now, just remember, only Dr. Croaker understands. But Phil, it's on you.
Yeah, it's on my tongue, yeah.
Uh,
Fireball! Speak that!
The universal language.
All right,
Pain!
I didn't.
I will, even whether it works or not, he's actually going to come in and try the same thing as guys. Look, we don't want to fight. Just hold your horses. And he's got his palms up. There's no spells.
Crossbow at him, like, it's
A
fine!
persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yeah. Persuasion.
Are you can't making this a flat roll, or
No, well, I'm not going to abuse that. He just did it once.
How many times can you use that?
18. 3 times per long rest. So I've used 2 already. I helped
Okay.
Lokk last time.
Wait, 8
okay? So, they start looking at themselves and sort of looking at each other, not 100% fully understanding, but you meet the DC, so they sort of lower their weapons a bit Congratulations on the roll.
Whew.
Um,
Disadvantage too.
yeah,
Yeah.
they sort of lower their weapons and look very hesitantly.
Very guarded.
Very, very guarded.
Can anyone speak their
Um,
language?
Do you speak Dwarvish?
Actually, no, I don't.
Yeah, so they don't understand you, but they understand that you've come in with non-hostile intentions,
Yeah.
and so their weapons are still at the ready, but they lowered their defense, and they're sort of looking at each other with looks of concern, and they're very unsure.
Mm-hmm.
But their aggression level seems to have dropped a little bit. Lokk, it is on you.
Oh no, it wasn't last. Oh well.
I'm just waiting for Lokk to throw in a Molotov cocktail.
No.
Acid spray. Take out all the place.
While yelling, nerds!
Get some.
I will take all of my movement. And I won't instigate anything. I'll take all of my movement. I know at least 2 of them can see me through the door. So I'll walk forward with my palms up, just trying to contribute to the we mean no harm as I approach.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn there.
Okay, that's you. Then Dr. Croaker. What on you?
The one
Perfect
who's actually
timing.
knowing what the fuck's going on, eh?
You're lucky that 2 of them rolled 3s on their initiative.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god.
Wow.
I peek around the door frame and go, well, come on, turn. There we go. First try. I peek around the door and yell out in Dwarvish. Sorry. You go with the Dwarvish one. You're saying, we're not coming in harm. We're not here to fight. Please don't fight. Just calm down.
Okay, so give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Let's see me botch this up in the end. Like, get him. Oh, that was good. Persuasion. Good thing I have a -1 to persuasion. It's a 16.
Hey, same.
Was it too low?
Okay, so they lower their weapons and they sort of step back a little bit from the door.
Advantage. Get him.
And they pull back, and with that we are out of combat.
Phil lies down at the doorway.
He kind of slumps against the wall and slides down and just like and just sits quietly.
Still with a javelin and a
Yeah.
bolt in him.
Lokk will
It's like,
tend
prop in the
to
doorway.
Phil whilst Dr. Croaker tends to the dwarvish.
Thank
Bodyguard.
you.
I had I'll head in. Still at the back area, hiding behind Guy because that's what I do best.
So they have their weapons still in both hands, but they're lowered and they're looking at each left and right at each other, and they're really concerned. You notice that one of the Duragar, Duragar B, he looks bloody. He looks singed.
Bill like points to his eyes and then points back to him. You know, it's like,
They all raise their pickaxes and rush Phil to stab him.
Yeah. No, it's a sign of peace. I see you, and I'm not going to attack you. I'll say like in Dwarvish. I say, I just want everyone to calm down, alright? Just, I've had enough. We've already been through enough shit. Just calm down.
Yeah, we're already calm. What do you want? What do you want here? Why'd you kill all those people?
Well, they attacked us first.
You barged into their home and you expect them not to attack? Are you daft?
We were trying to get away from these gargoyles that suddenly showed up, and they didn't ask, "Oh, what are you doing here?" They just said, "Oh, let's hit them," and here we are.
So you decided not to go the way you came, to rush into someone's house when the rabid dog decides to bark at you.
Well, he didn't do it. It was a house. It's a tunnel. We don't expect people to be in the tunnel down here in the house.
I'm just saying your logic is quite daft.
Well, we're travelers. What doesn't mean we're well traveled. We've just been around.
Nobody here. Does anybody speak Undercommon?
Yes.
No.
They start having words with each other in Undercommon, and you see all sorts of arms and like motions of aggression, and then receding, and like you're not 100% sure what their body language can be interpreted as. They seem passive, yet they want to get aggressive, and it just seems to be bickering amongst themselves.
Can I ask Dr. Croaker what they're saying?
Oh, that one I have no fucking idea. That's a different dialect altogether.
Maybe we should just give them some gold for their loss and leave.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'll
Because
I'll
Lock's
back
about
up
to
to them.
pull a pouch out of her pocket.
Do they even care about the other people?
I don't know, but they might care about money enough to
That
leave
guy's
us
the
alone.
one who shot me.
So, all right, I'll continue. I'll say all we want to do is just continue on. That's all we want to do. You're welcome to do whatever you're doing here, but we just want to continue.
You here to mess with the cult, are you?
Well, that depends.
On what you're gonna do?
Kidnapped us.
They seem to be up to like really suspect things at the moment. So, yes.
They mumble and argue amongst themselves for a little bit. You're not quite sure what they're saying because like one's talking, then another's talking, then another one interjects, and then another one says something. It seems to be like they're trying to talk over the top of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them holds his hands out to the other ones and sort of gets them to calm down. He sort of pats the air in front of them in a gesture to lower their voices.
Mm-hmm.
We tolerate those bastards. Gives us a chance to dig underground where this is home to us. But I mean, our lives are worth more than that.
So you're not associated with them? Yeah, sorry, I have to lower. I forget that I'm talking to common. I go, gotta go. So you're not associated with them, really? They're just people around in your way? Is that all?
They're a strong bit to get access down here to, do some mining. And it's been fruitful for us, but I mean, we don't want to end up on the wrong side of a blade either.
That's fair. Well, we're perfectly happy to leave you be, because we're just trying to find out. We're trying to head on deeper to figure out what they've been doing, because apparently they're doing something really dangerous, and we're hoping to stop what that dangerous thing may be.
So you're not here to kill us.
Well, it was hard to tell who was who because we've encountered many different people and races, all who have and haven't been a part of this cultist, and it's hard to tell who's who in the zoo.
What zoo?
Menagerie, whatever.
Oh, what's a menagerie?
It's a place. There we go. So if you're happy to, we're happy just to go on, and you do what you do best, and we'll do what we do.
They continue. They look back at each other and they say a few words, less rowdy than before. They're sort of head swaying side to side about what they could do, and there's this hand flailing in the air about all sorts of gestures. It's me.
I'll perk up. But perhaps to sweeten the deal, you can have this, because I'm sure you'll probably appreciate it more than I will. And I pull out the fire opal I picked up ages ago.
They all stop and sort of a little bit stunned, and one of them slowly approaches you. And he reaches forward to grab the opal. Do you do anything?
I let him take it.
He grabs the opal, looks back at the rest of his comrades, and he head gestures towards the door. And you can have this fucking cursed place. We're out here. Good luck in your adventures.
Cursed? What do you mean cursed?
You
Much
can come.
obliged.
Yeah.
Sorry, much obliged. And I look at the rest of the group and go, let him through. Whoa! They can fly?
They can sing!
Yes! Ah, thank
There we
you.
go.
So glad you got that.
Yeah. And they make their way
Make it away.
past, and they seem to proceed to the stairwell you came down. Now, if we... So, in this room, the crumbling masonry in this old guard room illustrates the great age of this dungeon. To the north, a long galley leads to an arrow slit in the west wall. To the south, piles of rubble choke a smaller inner chamber. Half a dozen plain bedrolls and an iron stove furnish the room. Pile of firewood nearby keeps the stove well stoked.
I looked at the guy.
Is there anything to loot?
Let's
Hey.
What's in this area?
It's pretty much just an alcove. There's like crumbling masonry work. If you would like to search the room, give me an investigation check.
Yes,
Sure.
sir. That is 23.
You find the body of Durga near the arrow slit in the wall. Find a crossbow that's been fired recently. And you find a quiver of arrows. There's about 7 arrows in the quiver. That's all you
If I
find.
find any crossbow bolts.
Sorry, crossbow bolts, not arrows.
I give the bolts to Dr. Croaker.
Oh, thank you very much. Running low on those. 7?
7.
Nice. He's back in the game.
And Phil gives Dr. Croaker his. He's done prestidigitation and cleaned it off, so it's not like all gory. But here's another bolt for your collection.
Oh, that's
And then he gives the
Pretty
javelin to Guy. Same condition.
I held the crossbow bow and go, still warm.
Still sore.
Oh yeah, I'll let me fix you up. unless Lock's already fixed him up.
Luck was just like helping him remove them.
Not bleed out.
It's just some RP TLC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
MVP.
and some other acronyms.
BRB. All right.
So
I
there
say,
doesn't
alright.
appear to be any other entrances to this little area, right?
This seems to be the only door.
Okay.
All right, guys, just find a spot and I'll fix you up, and we'll have a good rest because I need it. I'm sure
Yeah.
you do too.
I recommend we close the door,
Phil, where are you
barricade
going?
it somehow.
We're
And
not
have
going to
our
just
rest
leave
in
the
here.
bodies out here, right? I mean, least we could do is throw them down that hole.
Well, good
He's got
luck
a
with the land sharks.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking we throw them in the water because they said they want to return to the earth. So you throw them in the water, some
Not
ocean
rude.
somewhere where they can never touch the earth again.
Well, you can have fun carrying that shit. But I like where your head's at. really spit in their eye kind of attitude. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we resting up? 'Cause I got to do something for you.
Yes, please.
I'm going to grab the bedrolls that were outside and kind of close the door and then prop them up against on the edge of the door, and that's where I'll rest.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There are bedrolls in this room as well, but you can also grab the ones out.
Yeah,
Wants to
I'll do that.
fort.
Make a bedroll fort.
Mm-hmm. Bedroll fort. It is sport.
So wait. How long are we going to rest for?
I'm just getting comfortable, whichever the case.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Well,
use a
okay,
long rest, not gonna lie.
What time of the?
Afternoon.
I don't feel.
It's still. It was close to midday.
Yeah.
It's close to or just after midday now. Because we were in the morning, fought all the monks, checked the monastery, started walking down here. So, late morning,
It's about midday.
around midday. There you go. Well, I'm happy to patch you guys up now that we don't have to worry about arrows and land sharks and shit. And I could use the extra time to brew some potions. That would also be a real dandy.
I can assist with that if you...
Oh yeah, well, see if you got rusty on me.
Okay, so
Um,
you guys are all piling into the room. Are you attempting to close the door?
I was.
Can I get a strength check, please, Phil?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's an 11.
Because the door's been open already, that's enough. You are able to close the door. I'm just going to remove the bedrolls in this room since you said you were taking them.
Yeah.
Maybe I
It's
can do
fine.
like a flying kick flip to open it back up.
Oh no, we're trapped. Oh, that's perfect.
And then I put a little rock at the bottom of it to see if he notices.
Ow.
Pea-sized rock.
Are you guys attempting a short or long rest, or what are you doing?
I am going to patch everybody up first. I'm doing a 10-minute patch up.
I'm okay with the short rest, but if people would like to rest for a bit longer, I also okay with that.
Just for spell slots, for me at least, I would need a long rest.
And I would need a few hours.
And we can
If
continue,
I-
but we won't be at our strongest.
Yeah, we might have more land sharks to deal with.
Gonna need another Timmy.
Well, we'll know if they're coming, and we're in a pretty good spot at least. So
Well,
it's okay.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm set up. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna close my eyes, and if no one wakes me up, I'll just sleep as long as it'll let me.
So there is a distinction between short rest and long rest. You need to.
Oh no, I know.
choose-
I'm just saying I do whatever the party does. If we've done a short rest, time to wake up, then that's my short rest.
No worries. I just want to specify that
Yeah.
you can't be in the middle of long rest and say, "Oh, I got a short rest in."
No,
Doesn't work.
no.
I vote long rest.
Looking around at the party, is everyone looking battered,
You
tired?
like Phil and Lokk, Dr. Croaker seem like, I mean, they're fatigued, but they don't look nearly as battered as you are.
You look like shit.
Roll. Do me a
If
favor.
anything,
Be like, come on,
if any-
come on,
if
punks,
anything-
we can do this.
Phil, the javelin and the bolt that Phil took earlier, was pretty much the only scratches on him. Everyone else seems perfectly fine, but you're fairly bloody.
Well, if they're looking tired, then I might suggest the long rest.
Cool.
So if people
Well.
are happy with that.
I need a consensus from the party. I've heard different answers for different things.
I think
I
that's
want-
3 votes for a long rest.
Like my
Yeah,
intention
but,
is catch up the rest of the guys and then do some potion brewing to get some like gear up, and then resting wherever the rest is. So technically, it's one of the watches I'm technically making for this long rest. if you do
So
it.
I think we're doing a long rest.
Well, you can't do downtime tasks during a long rest, if that makes sense. I know you got watch, but you're essentially doing nothing and watching in order to complete a long rest.
Yeah, it's not like end of day. It's just
All right, then Can I take a short rest during their long rest? So I can just do that. So I'll only have a short rest. They can have their long rest, and I'll wait the rest.
You absolutely may do that. Guy, you taking short or long rest?
I might take a short rest too to help, because all I need is a short rest to regain what I've lost.
Yeah, monk.
And then I can help Dr. Croaker. Well, monk and the fighter class that I chose get the perks back on short rest.
Yeah, fucking monks and fighters.
now that risks throwing off our schedule. So exhaustion. So if we just do a short rest and push a little bit further.
It is the middle of the day. So you guys, I won't impose exhaustion rolls on you guys. If you are just chilling, taking a couple short rests and doing downtime. I know it's a little bit funky. It's a little bit weird.
I can
But if
survive
it-
a short
if-
rest.
If it made it to dawn the next day, there would be exhaustion.
Yeah, so I'm okay with the short rest.
I'm okay waiting the full long rest. So you can take the long rest if you need it. I can just help Dr. Croaker with his.
Yeah, but
brewing.
you risk exhaustion. I don't know how the sleep schedule is going to play out later.
I'll be
The
fine. I'll be fine.
just focus on your personal character and what you would like. I think is going to be the thing to do here. And anything that's going up later is a problem for later, not for now. I don't know. I'm just throwing options out there. So we have Dr. Croaker and Guy for a short rest.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Lokk for a long rest. Phil, are you short or long rest?
I'm short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm short.
Short.
I'm If Lokk goes for long rest, he'll go for long rest.
Okay, 2 long rests, 2 short rests.
There you go. All right. Well, first off, let's do some patching up while you guys start turning in. 10 minutes. It'll only
that
take.
menacing smile tells me we're not getting any rest.
If the doctor is in.
You don't know
Here,
that.
little children, time to fix you up. All right.
I wrap myself in the bedrolls so he can't get to me, so I can go to sleep faster.
Well, let's fix you up first while you do that.
No.
All right. So while I patch you up in 10 minutes, as you're getting ready, restores a number of hit points equal to half their maximum rounded up. So half your max health round up is how much I heal you.
So, Guy, you get 31. Nice.
Sweet.
And then
Close.
I'll go for a short rest.
Cool.
Where's Phil's in the doorway.
Splash, I want to say that yes, saw the look on my face. I was rolling for intent.
Okay.
And that was previous to the roll. We don't know the outcome.
All right. Anyone else grabbing a bed? Or are you just gonna stand there and just collapse to the ground like idiots?
Okay, so you guys conclude that I assume you short rest for 1 hour?
Is it an hour or half an hour? I've forgotten now.
It's
an
1 hour for a short rest. You can
alright.
short rest for multiple hours, but it's minimum 1.
All right. Then I short rest for the hour.
Cool.
Do we get like a bonus? I can't remember for doing short rest dice.
Hit dice, yeah.
I think there's
Yeah,
classes and
Croaker.
abilities that provide bonuses. I don't know if anyone in the party has that.
Time wasted an hour during rest, eating, drinking.
Like
taking
bards have the
word.
ability to give an extra hit die
Mm.
on short rest and stuff.
Dr. Croaker might, being a custom class.
Yeah,
what,
I thought
healing
there was
from-
something that Croaker had.
Oh, that's the doctor's opinion to maximize healing. Is that what you mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, second opinion
probably, yeah.
wouldn't doesn't specify short rest, so I wouldn't allow that. But if something specifies short rest, long rest, etc., I will allow Dr. Croaker's abilities.
So healing, if you use a healing ability, spell, or item.
Yeah.
Right. That doesn't count for short rest.
No.
I wouldn't think so. It doesn't make sense for me. It's like, I don't know, you just got to turn on your side. Now you feel better, right? Mm. But anyway, you can just use your hit dice while you rest.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm doing. I was just wondering.
Mhm.
But,
All right.
hey, I'm back. Full.
Mm-hmm. Yay! It's been an hour. Woo!
Okay, Dr. Croaker, you're attempting to make some potions?
Yes, please. Gather round, student.
Yeah. If it's medicine, I'm proficient in it, so.
Yes, you can
Exactly.
assist and give him advantage on his roll. Only for common and uncommon only.
Correct. And this is good, because you said I found a pouch of 4
Common.
uncommon. Oh, common. 4 common. Let me just make certain that is actually correct in my inventory. 4 common. Excellent. Alright, so I'm going to do a batch brew. Batch brew! Hey, brew! Alright. So we're doing 4 potions here.
So it's going to be DC 14 plus 4.
15. Oh, as long as you're keeping track of it, cool.
I'm going by what I've written down below. So, for example, 5 uncommon pots would be DC 17 plus 5. So this is
Right.
a DC 14. There's 4 potions, so it's plus 4.
Okay. I thought that was a -1 for some reason. Anyway, cool.
So this will take you
4 hours?
3 hours.
3 hours. Ah, okay.
Like, because it's half time for extra potions.
Right.
So the first one is 1 hour, then it's half hour, half hour, half hour. 2.5 hours it will take you, but yeah.
Ah, there's multi-brewing. I forgot to scroll down to multi-brewing.
Yeah.
Idiot.
We're-
Anyways,
well,
okay,
we're-
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 17 plus 10, so yes.
You managed to create 4 regular potions healing.
Hell yeah.
We did it.
Woo! High five. You get poisoned.
Can I get perception check from Dr. Croaker and Guy?
17.
26.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Dr. Croaker, you hear footsteps. You hear armor clanking. Guy, you hear this as well. But Dr. Croaker, you hear chatter. You can't really decipher it. Guy, you can hear it clear as. By the way, is my mic breaking up at all?
A little bit.
You're
Yeah.
Just on the tail end.
Yeah.
Some words.
Appreciate that. I'm gonna change my sensitivity again.
Oh, you're just so sensitive.
No, I'm not sensitive enough. Go fuck yourself.
wow.
No one else got to do it.
Okay. So. Yeah, Guy. Guy. Yeah, Guy and Dr. Croaker. You hear what sounds like bodies being removed.
Mhm.
You hear the dragging of
He's not.
bodies.
Yeah.
No. You hear the dragging of bodies, the scraping of metal on stone, and you can hear. So, Guy, you hear. Who the fuck made this fucking mess? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, we'll return our brethren back to the earth as they would want. But we gotta patch up this fucking hole. Those motherfuckers are probably gonna come back real soon. And it's not enough to wake Lokk or Phil. But you hear some steel work happening outside.
Like welding and saw blades.
Would I know the hole they're talking about?
Based on the way conversation is carrying, you feel that it's something to do with the entranceway that you came in.
The bridge area.
Alright, I'm gonna sort of inform Croaker quietly and say, I think we're already down here.
There's no
As
way
long as yeah, we'll find a way out. I don't know how, but we'll find something. But I think we let the others rest. We just quiet. Maybe they won't come in here. And if they do, then
well, if they come calling,
we'll do our thing.
I'll return in Dwarvish, because clearly these guys didn't know common. So if they try and talk to us anyway, they won't know what we're saying because it seemed like it's them. So hopefully that'll work. I head over to the arrow slit in the wall to spy through to see if I can see who's there.
You don't really. You can make better definition of the sound.
Look in here or they look in here? Don't know.
It sounds like it's coming from the left, from where you're looking out, towards
So
that
down-
main chain. Yes, correct.
Mhm.
I'm just looking for the right piece. Do.
Do 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 do.
I'm just gonna do it the easy way. I'm gonna jump boards. So I know what I want's on a different board.
Forward.
And yeah, so you hear some scraping of metals. Like nobody seems to disturb you, or come to the door at all. But you hear a lot of cussing, a lot of swearing. Just a very disgruntled nature of people, if that makes sense.
And without knowing the exact number, there's a few voices.
Correct. You
Horses too.
there's a half a dozen to a dozen at least.
Yeah, I think we made the right call.
They're yeeting them off into the pit. Into the pit you go. Sorry,
Maybe
do I...
we should have dropped them in. But then, yeah,
well,
but
you
then
made a
there's the
point of the
umber hole.
bullets. You can't move that.
Yeah.
But they're
No, so
fine
what
there.
we did was we gave them a display, a warning.
22
Just like
stealth
stuff
check.
all the bodies in the mouth of one of the boulets. He's like,
Goulet did it.
yeah.
That
He
would have
choked on
been
it.
smart.
Delightful.
Damn it, not again.
For some reason I can't bloody find what I'm looking for.
Still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I type in gate and it comes up with gas, and that's really frustrating.
Gate.
Fuck it. I'll do that.
Gas powered gate. You know, that's a thing, I'm sure.
So have I seen no people come past that arrow slot point?
You see bodies. It looks like there's some cultists. You see some Black Earth guards. You can't. I mean, you make out there could be half a dozen cultists. There could be half a dozen to a dozen Black Earth guards. You're guessing. Actually, give me an insight check.
Insight. Insight. 10.
Yeah, no, your numbers, you lose count. You're like, you think you're counting again, but you recognize people that you're counting as some you counted before, so
They
your
all
numbers are off.
They all look the same.
Whoa, what the hell? And there's lots of iron clanking and tinkering.
All right. While they're doing this, while they're doing XYZ, I come back over to where my kit is still, and I finish off one more potion. This won't take 2 hours. Wait, let me check. Yes, this will take 2 hours. Do. This is I have one uncommon left in my inventory.
You may roll with advantage. Guys,
Huzzah! Thanks, guy. You're the best. I did it. 24. I'll take it. Thank you for the herb pouch. That really helps.
You hear the smashing of hammers. You hear the rolling of chain. You it just continues and continues and continues. And yeah, it's about this time that you it's really the wrong gate, but I'll now it does.
I still have depending on how much time's been taken. So I had the 4, 5, 6 hours for the first one, and then I had 2 hours on that second potion. Like 2-ish hours left.
It was rounded up to 3, and then 2 for the next one, and you took an hour short rest. That 10-minute patch up was in that 2.5 hour to 3 hour section.
Right,
So there's sort of 2 hours left, but unless you're really making potions and stuff, you're not really going to get to do much else. It depends, but it'll be at my discretion.
Yeah, because I have one more, but it'll be 2 hours beyond the typical long rest. So when they wake up, I'll still be in the middle of something. I'll ask Guy. It's just like I can make something else in case, but I think the others will be awake by the time I'm still going through this.
The footsteps sound heavy, like there's a lot of people, and you think you hear them coming near the door, but you're not too sure. And yeah, it's precarious situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna position myself where I am now on the map.
Phil is like smushed through the door.
I think with creating more potions, maybe we need to wait and see. Stay alert for what might be coming through that door.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know it seems like a waste of time, but out of curiosity, if you get disturbed while creating something, would you lose that herb or?
You would.
Well, as long as the kit isn't in. Yeah.
Because it's like
If it's
cooking on a stove and ignoring the stove, and it burns and destroys what you've got.
Finicky business. Finicky. Alright. Well, we can just spy through the spy holes for a while and see what more information we can gather.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll continue spying through the arrow slot over here, see if I can notice things.
I'll just listen through the door.
You hear more yelling as you're approaching the end of your long rest, and my roll for intent worked out in your favor. You hear there's a prominent female voice which seems to be commanding the show, and it's near the end, and Lokk and Phil, you can cycle your long rest.
I think I'll inform the other two of what's been happening while they've been resting, if they were sleeping.
Yeah. Lokk was out cold.
Okay, so Phil and Lokk, give me a perception check, please.
Whoa, nat 20.
Oh, 5. I am
Uh,
wrapped in a bunch of padding.
I imagine
Phil,
Lokk
Phil
has
is-
just sat straight up in bed like, I feel something.
Phil is very groggy, and he can hear mumbling, but he's not taking he's not taking stock of what those voices are or where they're coming from. Lokk, you recognize instantaneously the voices. You're 100% sure they're not friendly, and they're coming from outside the door.
Oh boy.
And it's at this stage you hear a knock at the door, and there's yelling. They say, "Come on, you fucks! Give us a hand!"
I shush everyone in the room, and then I yell out in Dwarvish, "Fuck off!"
Interesting. Now, do any of them understand
Dwarvish.
Dwarf?
How did they ever communicate with them?
I was just thinking
Yeah.
that.
It's like it sounds like they would likely, but I don't know.
Yeah, they
But I
would
hope they
know
don't
if
know.
they didn't speak common.
Well, I
You-
mean, I'm common.
You hear a voice say in common. A female voice in common say, "I don't care what they've got that's trying to sleep. Wake them the fuck up. We've been invaded." And one of them is going to attempt a strength check on the door to try and open.
Is that going to be
I-
with disadvantage since Phil's body is
I looked at the
blocking it?
others. I looked at the others like, "Break the door! Break the door!"
Yeah, he would try to
Of course.
resist if he could, although he's.
So here's the thing: the door swings both ways,
Mhm.
right? And so unless your hands
You
out
people.
trying to block both sides,
Yeah,
like it might work on one side, but it won't work on the other side. If that makes sense.
Two people.
But if
both
if
people
you can
holding
like
both sides.
feel which direction it's starting to push in, you could shift over to that side.
You can try.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd like to help, but I can't really.
What a strength check.
So
Like what? Okay, so if I was to try and help him,
Ah.
I'd assume it would be like an assist, and I don't have proficiency to be able to do that. Also, my strength is 0 plus 0.
You know what?
Better than-
God damn it.
does anybody here have proficiency with athletic?
No.
Lol.
Destroy your bodies down on the floor. Just
Throw your
stack them up.
Oh,
Guy,
wait,
Wait,
I have an
okay.
idea.
Lock the door.
Phil,
good idea.
can you please give me
Well,
a strength check?
Wait. Croaker is flailing.
Still one
Distract
dead
him.
Durga. There's one dead Durga in this room. We could drag to the door, so if they open it, like, oh, I got them too.
Dude.
No, wait, but this is the weekend at Bernie's, right? This is the
Unfortunately,
chance. Because if they see the bodies, won't they come in?
Well, if it's like blocking the door and you see a dead body there, like, oh, I got them too.
And we could hide around the corner here.
all right.
Lokk runs
No,
to
wait,
go get
wait.
the body.
But
We
then
can
you've got like a
use the
closed
point.
room dilemma on your hands.
Yeah, well, we have a choke point to play with.
We already have a closed room dilemma.
So here's what Phil's gonna do. He's already kind of half buried in, and so he's actually gonna let the door open a little bit. He'll even assist a little bit, and as soon as there's enough of a crack, he'll kind of expel a palm and send a fireball into the room. It's like, F this shit.
Phil, give me a strength check, please.
Okay, it's a 16.
Unfortunately,
Damn.
you do not beat the opposing strength check.
No. I was helping.
No. I know.
Oh, gotcha.
I rolled for intent for my guys.
Gotcha.
You will be thrown off balance, and you're not going to lose a spell slot, but you're not going to be able to cast this spell
Okay.
as it catches you unaware, and a door opens up as it slides, and you're sort of pressed to one side a little bit, but you can see all the other figures outside this door. And you hear one of them say, "We got intruders over here!"
Play dead, quick!
Okay, so this is going to be a long battle.
Here we go again!
Because you're up against quite a number of combatants.
I just say fireball. No, I'm kidding.
Well, diplomacy.
So,
Take us to Olina.
I am going to call it here, and we're going to pick up here on the next session.
So he's subscribed to our anime channel, and so he's watching to see us on our adventures.
Yeah, exactly. He's a subscriber, and he would like to see how the story can.
And you guys, just so it's all set up for next 2 weeks from now, can you all roll initiative for me, please? Nice guy.
That was very close. 5 or
Dirty
15.
20.
Dirty 20 for luck.
Natural 20.
Dr. Croaker, you got
11. Ah, 6.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man. Let's fucking lit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll initiative for these guys.